One of the greatest memories I can remember was back when I was 12 years old. Christmas morning, I ran downstairs before everyone got out of bed. Woke up my parents, woke up my brother. I had one singular mission. You see, I was looking for a game, not just any normal game. This game was Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. And after ripping open present after present, I found it. You see, in this game, it was ridiculous. You could go Super Saiyan 3, you could fuse with your arch nemesis. If you're Goku, you could fuse with Vegeta and fight people. You see, they had all 4 Dragon Ball Z sagas covered. That's, the Frieza saga, the Raditz saga, of course they got the Buu saga in there. They had everything you really needed if you were a Dragon Ball Z fan. But above everything, what really made this Christmas and that gift so special was the fact that I was broke. You see, when you're broke, Christmas is just the best time in the world. However, as soon as you start to get a little bit of money, as soon as you get your own funds, you can buy yourself gifts like Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. So it's not as special as an adult. That's the interesting thing about when you start hitting your 20s and 30s. It's the first time you really start to have money for yourself where you can buy yourself all those fancy things that you need and like, the things that really make you happy. But when it comes to investing and trying to turn that money into more money, you see, my friends, that's when life becomes a bit more interesting, a bit more special, a bit more interesting. So in this video, I really want to talk about how to invest that first 10K that you get, and a little response to Gary Vee. Hi, this is Fly Stewie once again. Feel free to leave a like. These videos take a bit to make. Leave a comment. Let me know your favorite Christmas gift. And of course, this is on podcast. Make sure to leave a 5-star review, my friends. All those things helps the algorithms. It really helps us grow and get this podcast out there. So I would love your guys' support on that. When it comes to investing 10K, there is so many things you can do as an investor. That's what makes it such an interesting time. It's the first time in your 20s and 30s when you really had money and you have a decision to make. But what makes it hard, that first 10K investing in it, is this is the first time you've really ever had money in your life. Either you're just getting out of school or you're already out of school, you're getting your first job. Maybe you're about to get married, you're in a relationship, you want to take all of these vacations, and by the time you really get to 10K, this is your first time ever really paying bills in your 20s and 30s on a consistent basis. Usually you'd use some debt to pay them, whether that's a school loan or, your parents would pay them for you, but now you're an established adult, you have some money on your side, so you're like, what do I really want to do with this 10K extra dollars I have on the side? So there's a bunch of options that people really go into to investing. One of the first options, and I think this is a great one, the first one I would recommend to everybody is got to get into investing into ETFs. These are exchange traded funds. Basically, you're investing in a basket full of stocks. My personal recommendation is one called VTI, or you can go with the SPY. Those are just ticker names. You just type it in Google and you find out about them. But when you invest in ETFs, essentially what this does is a great way to invest the money that you're trying to grow on a passive basis. Every year the stock market goes up by 8%. That means your $100 investment will turn to $108 investment. And because of the magic of compounded returns, if you were to invest $16 a day from the age of your 20, then by the time you're 70, you'll be a millionaire. Why? Because money compounds, interest compounds. Would you rather have, $1,000 today or have a penny doubled, every day? The magic of compounding is astonishing, and that's what makes stock investments grow so high. However, at 10K and at a young age, this is one of those things where if you want to create wealth, there is realistically only one way to really do it. That's to start investing in some sort of business. Now, if you saw my other video that I made about Warren Buffett, one of the things that will really stuck out to you, and of course the video, maybe I'll note somewhere here or in the description, just look on my channel if I haven't done that by now. But one of those things that will really stuck out to you by Warren Buffett is that people always think about him as a stock investor. However, that's only half the story. What makes Warren Buffett so amazing is he's an entrepreneur first. He started like 10 different companies by the time he was 20 years old, 10 different side hustles. And it's important to get yourself in that mindset. So to invest 10K, if you really want to create some wealth for yourself, and of course investing in stocks is a great way to put your money in a place that grows exponentially. You'll have it for when you're older, and this will really grow your wealth, especially if you're contributing and you're consistently investing in ETFs. The best way to invest into ETFs, if you're in the States, create that Roth IRA. Roth IRAs essentially, think about this: you have a checkings account, a savings account, get a Roth IRA. This is an account that lets you buy stocks and ETFs inside of it, and they'll grow tax-free as long as you don't contribute over like $5,000 or $6,000 or whatever it is for the year you're watching this in. So the best way to really create wealth can be used by creating a business. That's the best way. So now this question is, what type of business do you want to create? Well, there's two options really, and you should literally do both. The first option is you got to create a business that you're just super passionate about. So for instance, me right now talking on YouTube, I'm creating these podcasts on Apple, Google, all of those places. The Uneducated Investor is just, basically I had a bunch of ideas. I just wanted to get out there. So, I'm passionate about just, talking about finance. I can't annoy my friends about finance. They're like, Fly Stewie, why you talking so much, bro? Get out of my face. I don't want to hear about ETFs anymore, bro. That's what my friends say to me, the friends I wish I had. Besides the point, I just really was passionate about finance. I connected finance and business to everything. So I wanted a podcast where I had these crazy theories I could put together and, talk to an audience that, might enjoy them a little bit. How cool is that? But when it comes to making money, maybe this isn't the best time for money situation. Maybe this won't build wealth in the short term or even the long term, unless I start to create really, really great content. But for now, it's not necessarily a money thing. It's just a passionate thing. That could be for you. Maybe you like baking, so you can start baking. Maybe you like creating different exotic wines. Maybe you can start stomping grapes with your feet. Maybe you want to start a podcast yourself and you just really want to talk about action figures. Maybe you loved chess as a kid, so you just want to talk about chess as an adult. You see, with a podcast or doing something that you're passionate about, you can start to monetize what you would already do for free. And this is one of the great things in life that is actually available to you. The second thing that I want to talk about when it comes to starting a business is a business where it's just an opportunity to make as much money as you humanly can make or possible, or the best opportunity you have. So to illustrate this point, I really want to show you guys something that I think is really cool. A lot of you guys are going to see this and you're probably going to lose your mind a little bit, but maybe a lot of you have seen this stuff before. But if you can look at my screen real quick. Oh, nope, let's put it here. You'll notice something a little off about the screen. So to the podcast listeners, right now I'm on eBay and I'm looking at a LeBron James rookie card from 2003. These cards are selling for such ridiculous prices. Now, and the LeBron James card from 2003 was sold on eBay on July 22nd for wait for it, $1,000. That's right, a LeBron James rookie card was sold for $46,000. Now, this is my response to Gary Vee. Gary Vee is a famous social media expert who has his own marketing company where he does digital marketing for different companies, for the biggest companies out there. And one of the things he recommends is buying and flipping. And from my experience from going online, right now, this is probably one of the most lucrative businesses there is out there. Now, buying and flipping, essentially, you find one place where something is undervalued and you flip it to another where it's more overvalued. Essentially, it's like for finance, you're looking for that arbitrage profit, that risk-free profit where you see there's an inefficiency in the market and you're simply making the market more inefficient. Or more efficient, I should say. So a lot of people, what they do is they go to like Facebook Marketplace or they'll go to Amazon and they'll essentially, take things from the dollar store and sell on Amazon and make that profit that way. The cool thing about this eBay and this sports card market right now it is absolutely blowing up. And understanding the best, most hottest things to flip is one of the ways that, you can make a lot of money. So if you're someone who really starts to understand the NBA sports card market, then you can make a lot of money doing it. One of the better examples I have is, again, Gary Vee talked about this on his videos, is if you were to buy a Giannis rookie card in January and then sell it when Giannis was in the playoffs, which was April, or even sell it today, you would turn $300 into $700 just by understanding the card market, understanding flipping, understanding what makes a card in mint condition and everything, the ratings and everything like that. But that is like around 100% profit. And right now, that's in that for anyone who's actually into basketball and actually watches the NBA, this would be a very easy, understandable investment that doesn't require a lot of expertise, because you know that Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you know Giannis, you know his name's difficult to say. Besides the point, the Greek Freak, as some people call him, you know that he is going to be the next biggest player in the league, because in the last seasons he has shown everyone that he is becoming ridiculously huge. And before the mainstream media knows him and knows that he's the greatest already, we as NBA fans know that he is already the best player, basically. Better than Kevin Durant, maybe the same as Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, but right now he's essentially being crowned the next biggest player in the league. And no, not every universal person, like if you're a basketball fan, your parents know who LeBron James is, they don't know who Giannis Antetokounmpo is. So because of that, his cards are somewhat undervalued, but this guy is clearly going to the Hall of Fame. He's clearly winning an NBA championship. So getting his card now, as a smart investor, maybe 5 years from now, you'll see these type of prices for his cards. But only if you understand the card market would you ever be able to get crazy, ridiculous returns like this with everything. So when it comes to 10K, I love stocks, real estate. I kind of like getting into real estate. The only problem is when you have that big pool of money, unless you're really treating real estate like an investment, like you're gonna go buy a house and rent it out, or live with someone and rent it out to your roommate, real estate might be a little hard market because it ties up your money. You miss a lot of opportunities and you're forced into basically a savings plan by, paying down your house. But it's a great investment if you really know what you're doing. But being 10K, investing in stocks and really taking the Warren Buffett approach, investing in stocks and investing in business, is the best way to really think about investing in 10K. So remember, two types of businesses. The first one is the business of passion. That's doing something where it doesn't matter how much you get paid, because guess what? When you're 80 years old, this business will hopefully compound and you'll do something great with it. Right now there's kids playing for millions of dollars in Fortnite. Do you think when they win $1 million, they'll stop playing Fortnite? No, they're going to play it for the next 10, 20 years because they love playing video games. Find a business of passion like that for you, whether that's podcasting. And the second is a business that just makes money. It's an opportunity business. A big opportunity right now is buying and flipping. Whether it's buying on Facebook Marketplace, you find some headphones for $5, you sell them for $25, or whether it's getting into the most profitable buying flip business there is. Right now, the biggest one is NBA sports cards. If you understand NBA sports, you can make a killing from buying and flipping these cards on eBay and really understanding how to do that. Of course, it takes a lot of research, but of course, that's what a business really is, just becoming expert in something that can make you a bit of money. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and as always, the best, most brightest investors are the uneducated ones, baby. Why is that? That's because the uneducated investor, they never stop learning. I will see you later, and always stay fly, Flight Crew.